All right, so we're back outside again, which, you know, it's pretty nice because it has been a little too hot over the past, what, 2-3 weeks. So, you know, it's nice to be outside again, nice to be not sweating, you know, we're doing the camera work, so it's all nice. And also I was thinking, it's pretty cloudy today, which kind of does, you know, work out in our favor, because in today's video, I'll be teaching you a pretty simple technique of how to get some good lighting when you are outside. Now, I have said in the past that obviously having cloudy weather, you know, just all clouds, it creates a nice softbox for your subject wherever they are. But I mean, there's one or two things that you should probably consider when you are using, you know, God's natural softbox. But we'll talk about that a little later on. And also just a little bit of clarification. And you know, we had a bit of discussion about this both today and a couple of days ago with some other people. I'm still gonna be wearing my mask outside. You know what I mean? I get we don't have to wear them, but I'm just saying, you know, it's not gone. You know, the C word is still there, so we're still gonna be a bit safe. We're not gonna be doing any of that bad stuff. We're still gonna be doing our nice photography. It's a bit more safer. You didn't need to know that, but I thought I might as well just throw it in there if you're gonna question why I'm still wearing it. Let's go. Okay, so to show you this technique, we're going to be kind of just in an open space, because I feel like that's the best way to show you. But I'm not saying that you have to be in an open space for this to work. You can use this pretty much anywhere where it's kind of a grey, cloudy day, really. And it's, you know, honestly, it's a really simple technique that you don't need anything for it except for your hands. So all you're going to do is put your hand, your palm, like this, pretty much with a horizon, wherever it is, kind of just in where the knuckles are, if that makes sense. Maybe just a bit higher. It just depends on your orientation, really. All you're going to do, really simply, is you're just going to rotate and see where the light hits it. And I'll give you an example in a second, but you know what, I'll show you now actually. So we're here now, and I'm sure you can agree, this doesn't look that good, you know, lighting wise. So if we just do a bit more of a flip, so maybe if I walk this way or something, you can see the lighting is coming this way, and the lighting has completely changed, you know, and this is kind of what you want. You want to be lit from the front and not from the back, because if I show you the other way that we were just doing, flip it around again, and now I'm all like darker, the lighting back here is a bit more powerful coming this way. You don't want any of that. So I mean, maybe you do sometimes if you want to backlight something. Generally you don't know, you want the other direction. And you know what I'll do now, I'll show you the palm light technique from my point of view, just so you can see the different lighting. So let's do that. All right, as you can see, this is my hand right now, and this is kind of the direction that we said we wanted. And as you can see, my hand is nicely lit up. It looks okay, it looks fine. Whereas now, if I turn this, the more I turn it, can you see how now there is like this shadow up here? You see right up here on the top of my fingers, there's kind of like a glowing halo almost, and a bit of haze around the side. That shows that's backlit. So again, if we go back here, we have none of that. The front is lit, and also you can see a bit more depth of field with this, because obviously the back right there is darker. This is all nice and lit up. That is the palm light technique, and you know what, as you can see, it works pretty well. Here is our second location. I'm showing you this technique, and as you can see, it is being lit from the back, so there is a bit of shadow on the front part of the fingers here. And again, if we just turn around, as you can see, no shadow, looks pretty good, and there is that, you know, that difference between the foreground here and the background over there. So again, it works here. But you know, let's try in a bit of a different location, because you might be thinking that obviously I've just shown you areas that are in the park, so maybe you're thinking it just works in wide open spaces that are, you know, park-like. But let me show you something that's not a park. All right, so we are now traveling to our second location, and now I've heard that it's going to be a bit more sunny very soon. And I mean, you can see a bit of cloud now, so hopefully we're still in the cloudy phase at the moment. If not, hopefully we can get around this some way. But yeah, I'm hoping the cloud stays. Not very many people say that, but we're hoping today that, you know, it's cloudy still. But anyway, I was thinking, you know, we're on the journey to the next location. Why not show you some examples of what you can get with this palm technique? So you know what, here you go. Here are some examples of the palm technique. So there are some examples, and as you can see, it works pretty well. And what I'm saying, it does make sense. And it might just be little things that you notice. Things like the eyes are a bit more, they come out a bit more when you got the right type of lighting. Obviously, if you're facing it away from the light, there'll be a bit more of a shadow there. So it'll be little things that you're picking up. But the good thing is, if you pick up on these things, you notice them, then you can have a bit more control over what your picture will look like. And obviously, who doesn't want that? So anyway, well, I think we're pretty close, and I still see some cloud. So the good thing is, I think we'll be all right. So let's see when we get there. All right, so this one doesn't work out so well for what I was saying, just because we needed, clouds as we was talking about, but now the sun's out, so not really what we wanted, but it still kind of works in a kind of way. And actually, to be honest, now I'm saying that, this actually might be a bit more of a better demonstration. So, as you can see, the sun is literally there, so it makes sense. If I do this, there is nothing on my hand. You see no shadows or anything. However, if I do this, clearly you can see a shadow and it's backlit. So if anything, actually, I kind of did just give you a bit more of a better demonstration, because now it makes a lot more sense and you can see what I was talking about. Alright, and that's the video, and I hope I did show you a cool, very simple technique, just so you can find where your light is on a cloudy. Obviously, right now it's not that cloudy, because the sun's coming out, but the point is still there. As I showed you in the beginning of the video, that if it is a really cloudy day, and you don't know where to put your subject, maybe there's some weird, awkward shadows happening, you now know, just get your palm, put it, just walk around with it, and then you'll see where the shadow is, if you're backlighting something, and if you're not. So just keep that in mind when you're on location and it's a cloudy day. But anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a like. If you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe, and I'll see you in next week's video.